The Trek-1 Degree carries a premium of £3,435 over the Navara Tekna, so weighs in at £35,065 for the manual, and £36,765 for the auto. When you consider a load cover alone could cost nearly £2,000, the addition of the roof bars, spotlights and black additions make this a pretty good upgrade of an already decent pickup truck. And if you're looking at one for business use, then the tax costs make it an attractive alternative to an SUV. There's no doubt that the UK loves a pickup truck, and one of the big players in the class is the Nissan Navara. Its double cab body, 1-ton payload and torquey diesel give it the practicality needed of a commercial vehicle, and yet it has all the luxury kit you'd expect to find in an SUV. It's no wonder that Mercedes and Renault have used the Navara as the basis for their forthcoming X-Class and Alaskan pickup trucks. But before these newcomers arrive, Nissan has launched a special edition range topper to draw in buyers, and it's called the Trek-1 Degree. Why Trek-1 Degree? Well, it's the angle of longitude of the Navarre region in Spain, which is where the Navara is named after. As the Trek-1 Degree is the peak of the range, it comes with loads of kit as standard. It's based on Tekna trim, so sat-nav, 360-degree cameras and full leather is included, but it gets another round of extras on top of that. While the recent Mitsubishi L200 Barbarian SVP boosted that truck's off-road ability, the updates to the Navara Trek-1 Degree focus on style and practicality. The Trek-1 Degree is available in black metallic or storm white, while black painted alloy wheels, black side bars and a black roof bar with LED spotlights is added behind the cab. In addition, the Navara also gets a hinged and lockable tonneau cover for the load bed. This will limit your cargo to items that are no taller than the cover, but it does give added security by keeping valuables out of sight, while gas struts hold it open like a hatchback. Once opened, you'll find a handy load bed divider mounted inside. This can be moved back and forth, and helps prevent loose items from sliding around. Stylistically it looks a bit awkward, because the large lip on the edge of the Navara's tailgate makes it look like the tonneau is too big for the bed, with a large overhang at the back. Elsewhere, the Navara remains unchanged mechanically, so the Trek-1 Degree drives exactly the same as a standard Tekna model. That means the 2.3-liter DCI 4-cylinder diesel is punchy, while our auto-equipped model was a smooth performer that proved quite relaxing to drive. You still get a rather bouncy ride when the load bed is unladen. It's set up to carry a 1-ton payload, after all, but it's less severe than in some rivals, while road noise is kept well in check. Considering the Navara's size, it's pretty easy to maneuver, although we still feel that the driving position is a little cramped when compared to rivals. It feels like the seat is closer to the door than the center console, encroaching on elbow room to your right. It's no disaster like being pinned against the door in a Land Rover Defender, but it does make the Navara feel cramped for its overall size. The Trek-1 Degree carries a premium of £3,435 over the Navara Tekna, so weighs in at £35,065 for the manual, and £36,765 for the auto. When you consider a load cover alone will cost nearly £2,000, the extra roof bars, spotlights and black additions make this a pretty good upgrade of an already decent pickup truck, a revised version of Nissan's popular X-Trail SUV. At a glance, the changes seem rather minor, particularly the exterior, which has had no more than a very light refresh. More changes have occurred in the interior, particularly as Nissan's new ProPilot autonomous technology will be rolled out on the model from autumn 2018. The X-Trail will be as popular with families as ever, particularly as it is offered with 5 and 7 seats. New safety technology will only add to the X-Trail's appeal. Nissan offers 3 engines in the X-Trail. 2 of these being diesels and 1 petrol. The petrol is a 1.6-liter which has 161 bhp. The 2 diesels are a 128 bhp 1.6-liter engine and the range-topping 2.0-liter with 175 bhp, the engine we tested. This engine is available with both a 6-speed manual or CVT transmissions. It is also available with 2 or 4-wheel drive. The engine seemed perfectly suited to the X-Trail and its size, with more than enough grunt to get it up to speed swiftly. The engine is also reasonably efficient, with a 6-speed manual and 4-wheel drive configuration claiming a combined fuel consumption figure of 50.4 mpg with CO2 emissions standing at 149 grams per kilometer. Along with testing the X-Trail on tarmac, where the model will spend 99% of its time, we also got the opportunity to try it off-road. The X-Trail was surprisingly fun on this section, the suspension easily coping with bumps and ruts, only large bumps made their way into the cabin. The 4-wheel drive also gives you a lot of confidence on these surfaces. The X-Trail also impressed us on road too. Despite its size, it still felt reasonably flat through faster corners. The steering is also well weighted, which inspires confidence particularly on twisty roads. The only downside to the X-Trail was the rather unfortunate 6-speed manual. It was far too vague and slushy, and would have hugely benefited from a shorter throw. The X-Trail really hasn't changed much compared to the model previously. To call it a mild fresh is being generous. It is not exactly a beautiful car, but then neither are the vast majority of SUVs. Yet, it is not an unattractive car, and the refresh keeps the car looking modern. Higher spec models add more chrome around the exterior, which adds to the premium feel the X-Trail is trying to generate. The X-Trail's grille has been revised in a similar way to the Qashqai, although it doesn't look quite as brash as that does. The X-Trail, while not quite as premium as some of its German rivals, is still a nice place to be. It remains a car which is functional above all else, and this is suited to the market it is mainly aimed at, families. While it may not have the plush feel in which rivals such as the Land Rover Discovery Sport have, it still has a well-appointed and practical cabin. You would not describe it as luxurious, but the Tekna model we tested featured heated leather seats, sat-nav and a new Bose sound system, all of which add to the quality feel of the X-Trail. All trim levels, except the base spec Vizia, which is best avoided, are well equipped too. The fact the X-Trail can be had with either 5 or 7-seat configurations only spreads the appeal of the model. While the third row of seats are not really suitable for adults, there should be easily enough room in the back for children. Our test car was a Tekna spec, the top-of-the-range model. Vizia, Ascenda and Envision trim levels all sit under the Tekna. The Tekna starts from £29,595 and comes laden with features. Standard features on this model include electric and heated leather seats, blind spot monitoring, around view cameras, a power tailgate, intelligent park assist, DAB radio and a smart vision pack, which includes autonomous features such as emergency braking. The X-Trail is an excellent car, there really is little to dislike about it. It is extremely well equipped, surprisingly good to drive and can seat up to 7 people. While it may not be exciting to look at or drive, it makes a great choice for families wanting a capable, spacious and reliable car. There is little more you can ask from a crossover in this price bracket.
Nissan's been teasing its 2018 Leaf for the last few months. Today, the teasers soldier on with a lesson in aerodynamics. The latest 2018 Nissan Leaf teaser shows off its silhouette against the familiar lines of a wind tunnel. It gives us a better idea of the shape of the Leaf's headlights and taillights, as well. If you've seen any other new Nissan from the last year or so, you've got a pretty good idea of what to expect on the Leaf. The teaser also includes a discussion of its aerodynamics. The 2018 Leaf is lower to the ground than before, cutting down on lift. Enhanced aero stabilizes the car in strong crosswinds, as well. The whole goal is to minimize drag and increase slipperiness, and less wind resistance means more electric range. Nissan will reveal the 2018 Leaf in September. We've already seen its headlight, and we know it can be driven with just one pedal. It'll come with ProPilot, a system that's designed to hold the Leaf in a single highway lane for a period of time.